I'm Dane Reed, wrapping up VO Atlanta 2014. It's been a great conference here in Atlanta. Check me out. Roll the intro. First of all, I want to thank Gerald Griffith who put this conference together. This conference was amazing. It brought together all the superstars in voiceover, did a lot of panel discussions. So if you didn't get a chance to come here to this conference, check out what I put together. The conference started off with the welcome reception and the Jumpstart Atlanta, where my girl Nas tore it down. She's a talented voiceover talent and singer. Check out what she did. From there, Ann Ganguza did live on her Ustream channel the National VO Peeps Meetup, where she interviewed all of the stars that were out to play here at VO Atlanta 2014. She got Joe Cipriano, Rodney Salisbury, my man Joe Lesh. She got Gabrielle Nistico, Bob Bergen, and everybody else, but somehow she missed to interview me. I don't know. Friday morning, it was the keynote with Bob Bergen. You know him as the voice of Porky Pig. Bob did an amazing presentation.
Are there Asians in the room? Cool. Keep your hand up if you're happy with your Asian. Good. Keep your hand up if you can call your Asian at any time to get them on the phone. Keep your hand up if you have a game plan for your agent. Good.
But before I could go see Bob, I needed some energy to get started my day, because it was gonna be a long day.
So today is my first day at the Voice Convention 2014 Atlanta, and it wouldn't be a good day if I didn't get started with some breakfast. The first thing that I'm gonna go see is Bob Bergen. He's gonna be speaking, and Bob is the voice of Porky Pig, so this is gonna be big. There are gonna be a lot of superstars in the room, and I just can't wait. But first, I gotta get to my breakfast.
I got a chance to finally meet Rodney Salisbury, the voice of Getherings, and he did an amazing job with a commercial primer, helping people to break into commercial work.
Well, guess what? We're doing voiceovers. Don't have to memorize the line, right? We get to look at it. Now, we have to be expressive just like we are on stage. We have to be considerate. We have to listen. That's another thing that's really important about voiceover, listening. Not only are you listening to the actor or actress and dual copy, but we have to listen to the person directing us.
VO Atlanta 2014 had something very unique where contestants could test their voiceover skills in front of a panel of judges and compete for up to $2,000 in prizes.
The new iPad Air is unbelievably thin and light with the A7 chip, advanced wireless, and great apps for productivity and creativity. iPad Air is simply amazing.
But it wasn't all business. Late Friday night, we all hung out and had a good time. We photobombed, we took pictures, we drank, we said things that we probably shouldn't have said. Well, maybe not that part. We had a wild and good time down at the bar in the hotel of the Hilton, and I really got a chance to hang out with some of the greats in voiceover, and it was just good. The next morning, 7 a.m., it was on with Zurich from Physically Fit, the founder of VO Universe. Zurich has been getting himself in shape for the past few years, dropping 50 pounds and looking really great and trying to get the voiceover community to commit their whole bodies to fitness.
Voice talent, radio personality, and now certified
personal trainer.
Personal trainer, wow. And so you gave quite the class this morning. Tell us a little bit about what you've been doing and what you're doing here at VO Atlanta.
Well, let me just first say, when I first started my site, Voiceover Universe, one of the reasons I did start it because I was severely overweight. I was 50 pounds heavier. The doctor gave me a crazy diagnosis. So having to wear the mask over my face for
Wow.
sleep apnea. I woke up one day and I had a dream. And from that point on, I started to live a healthier life.
Saturday was also the day that I walked around the hall and saw some of the vendors and some of their offerings. I got a chance to interview Chris Currier from Sennheiser Neumann, who helped me pick out my next microphone. Also, we saw things like studio bricks and other great ideas for soundproofing in your home and travel. Plus, I picked up my copy of Joe Cipriano's book and, of course, got it autographed. I also had the pleasure of having lunch with Joe, his wife, AJ McKay, and a couple other people that day. Saturday was also the day that there was a big panel discussion where the moderator, Gerald Griffith, asked a question regarding pay-to-play sites versus union, and are pay-to-play sites lowering the expectations in the voiceover world? This is what happened.
The one thing that I do hear consistently is that the rates are so, low, and actors are taking them, and you're just, you're setting the bar so low for our industry. And just because, you have a home studio does not make you a voice actor.
That's when things got a little bit heated.
Well, that's why the union sets minimums, so that there's a rate that has been determined that's appropriate for a professional actor to do the job. To prostitute yourself, that's like, I don't know, we refer to them as bottom feeders, people who are in the audition process and say they're offering $150, and they let the client know, well, you know what, I'll do that for $100. And then they book it and they think, wow, see what I did. But really, you are hurting the industry, and you're also saying a lot about how you feel about your own talent. You have to create standards for yourself. You have to have a quality of character that is going to say, you know what, I lost out on that $150 job to a guy that accepted $100, and you know what, I can live with myself.
Stephanie Cicerelli from Voices.com defended online casting as a way for people to break into the industry without necessarily being in unions.
It sounds to me like this discussion is really about money and people valuing what they do. Because it can happen, the undercutting virus or in a pandemic, it can happen anywhere with anybody. There are plumbers who probably undercut other plumbers, and there are hairdressers who charge less than other hairdressers, and there's a place to get your business cards printed for cheap versus the, get a letterpress version done somewhere. I want you to know that there are people on our website who we have paid out $100,000 to over the course of their membership. And they are top of the line. There are people who work with big companies, the U.S. Army, there's all kinds, CBS, I believe ABC, NBC, just any number of clients that are on there. I mean, they speak for themselves.
But the other panel members fired back, and they disagreed vehemently.
You have to decide in life what you stand for and what you really want. And when you rise up to the level and the standards you set for yourself, I believe a lot in the universe. I believe energetically opportunities and things come your way when you have the highest of intentions.
There have been a few times where I have used a pay-to-play site to cast.
You idiot!
In the end, we all got a chance to decide for ourselves what's better for us, your union or online casting.
Many industries, not voiceover, but many other industries have shifted models over the years, right? Dating sites are huge. Were dating sites around 20 years ago? No. Now, so many people meet on dating sites. I met my wife on a dating site, an online internet dating site. And the dating site brings together two people looking for the same thing. From my perspective, it's sort of what online casting sites are. They're voice actors and they're voice seekers, and everyone uploads their profile and there's a match made. But there are also people who specialize in helping one person find a date. They're not internet-based, but they work in an office somewhere and they have a personal relationship. They're like an agent. And there's a place for everyone in this industry.
David Goldberg did a session that day that he called Creating an Edge, where he went through the steps to developing your voiceover career.
Find something and build your business around it. And like I said, remain relevant. And don't be concerned that in 10 years you say, you know what I did specialize in is no longer relevant. It's time to find something new.
He took it a step further later on when he did individual voiceover coaching.
Hey, can all of you try that? Say, first say it like Lynn did the first time, right? Say industrial.
Industrial.
And now how about industrial?
Industrial.
Excellent. Try just the beginning.
Now, Sunday was the last day. It was kind of like a half day. Like the last day of school when you tell everybody goodbye. Gerald served us all breakfast, brought us into the main banquet hall, and Joe Lesh, my homie, the notorious J.O.E., shut it down and closed down the ceremony. When Rodney Salisbury's name was called, Rodney did something absolutely amazing that I wish that I caught on videotape from the beginning. But this just about sums up VO Atlanta 2014.
I look forward to next time, next year. It's the time we're gonna say we love you.
If you are at VO Atlanta 2014, please leave a comment below about your favorite moments. Certainly I'm just one guy and I couldn't be everywhere, but there are moments in the conference that I wish I could have shared with you. Also, what do you look forward to next year at VO Atlanta 2015? And finally, if you haven't subscribed to my page, you gotta subscribe right here, somewhere around here. Because that's how you keep seeing new videos of me, my interviews, my travels, everything voiceover Dane Reed. I'm Dane Reed, and I'm gone. I can have my studio back now.